Greetings and salutations, Internet Distance. It is I, Wolfphototech, and here we are with another delightful video. This time it is Oz, a fantasy role-playing setting for 5e, which is technically Dungeons & Dragons 5e. There are other TTRPGs that are already on to their 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th edition already. And even Dungeons & Dragons is actually, depending on how you count it, is up to its 11th edition. But neither here nor there. I have used bits and pieces of this book as well as the Neverland book, but I've only used them as spice for my adventure paths and other pre-written adventures, as well as other little mini homebrew games I've had here and there. So I have not used the entirety of this book end to end, but I have used parts of it at various times. And I've actually found that for the fact that it is a Wizard of Oz, public domain, easy grab kind of thing, as far as money is concerned, the quality is high enough that you can easily pull parts out of it and use it in other games settings, and it's still fun and useful. So first and foremost, it MSRPs for $34.99. By the way, in my personal opinion, that's actually a pretty good deal for this book. It's a fairly thick book. It's about the size of a standard Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition book. It has a beautiful cover and back cover. Very simple. It's a very old style cover from like old leather bound books from like the late 1800s to 1900s. Beautiful inside. It is actually very well. Even the back cover and the front cover are very well used. You got a map here and a map here. As well as an index here and a key for the maps. So like every little section of this book is well used. You only got a few dead spaces here and there, like here. You got a table of contents. It's actually very well laid out for the table of contents. You get everything down to exact point. You also got a wide variety of animals. As you can see, the table of contents actually expands into multiple pages. So it's actually, this is an exceedingly good book for just treasure hunting for little bits and pieces, because you just go to the front of the book, get to the table of contents, and you could just quickly read through the table of contents and immediately find wherever you want to get, whatever you want to get out of it. You want creatures, the cast section, boom. All that stuff, how it works, running Oz, wonderful Land of Oz section. You want to grab out some of the advanced rules for your campaign if you need something to sprinkle in for a situation. It's all there. You have the world of Oz, all mapped, written out easily. You got various resources listed out. You got chapter 1 here. By the way, it's not so overly crammed and with stuff. It's not crammed in the point that it would be really hard to read. It is actually exceedingly well laid out. You have a very nice range of stuff. It helps you walks you through everything. It does have that really old-timey art, 1960s, 70s vibe for the art. You got a nice range of creatures, of just general animals, as well as magical beings. I'm not going to show you every little thing in this book, but it's just really, really good. It even has gargoyle language, sign language in here. So if you have gargoyles and you want them to communicate with players, but you don't want them talking, you can actually use sign language in this book for the specific thing. And there you go. And by the way, I do believe this is all legitimate sign language with, yeah, this is actually legitimate. It's Origin sign language, but it's based in ASL. Please note that you see something like goblins and various other creatures in here. They are not entirely just the same goblins as in the 5th edition goblins. They actually have unique characteristics. Same thing with the Neverland book. A lot of the creatures, you get some creatures that like are named like dwarves, but they are not the typical dwarves, and the dwarf zombies are not the same as a dwarven zombie from 5th edition. So you can screw with your players by introducing creatures from this book into a regular campaign setting, and it kind of breaks up the metagaming. And as you can see, there's tons of stat blocks. I'm skipping a few pages, by the way, too. I'm not showing you every single page, but there is lots and lots of stat blocks for all kinds of things like machines and magical creatures and animals and peoples. Got a different type of unicorns, basically people utensils, and so forth. Skip a few pages. You got winged monkeys in here. Multiple different stat blocks for winged monkeys. Their entire society. Got fly people and various other bugs. You got a section on the land of Oz, which has beautiful colored maps with zoning that explains each section in very good detail. They are fair sizes. The only negative is that all the maps have letters on them, so you can't hand them out to your players. I'm one of those game masters that doesn't hand them out to his players, but I'm skipping a few pages yet again because I'm not showing you every single page. And all the sections are divided up and clearly marked. Skip a few pages. So it goes in pretty deep detail on things. It also comes with a nice ribbon, a single ribbon. It's still one of those cheapo style ribbons, but still, it's still better than nothing. And then I jump a few pages. Yet again, different maps of cities and stuff. And villages and towns. I jump a few more pages. You got tons and tons of maps in here for all kinds of things. You got random tables. You get back here, you got loot. Had to back up a little bit. I jumped a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, there's entire sections, random tables for different general stores, loot, all kinds of other stuff. So you have just endless volumes of unique items and things, as well as some nice artwork in the back end for some creatures or other entities. Rough sketches of towns and villages. Specialized character sheets for various characters in it. The Angry Turtle, Clockwork Boxer, Coal Miner Canary, Gentle Blacksmith, Magic Bones, the Ringmaster. And then you have a little quick reference section in here. And there you go. As well as a fold-out map that I have yet to remove. That you don't really even need to remove, because you can just leave it in the book. This book is actually an exceedingly good value for the price it is listed at. I could easily say that this book, for a campaign setting book, is a pretty solid 4-star territory, 4.25 at best. There could be a few more magic items in here. There could be a few more things here and there, but it's pretty darn awesome. There is no unique classes or stuff like that in here. It's just entirely a settings book. So there you go. For a game master, this is a really cool book for adding really unique flavor into your games. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful week, and a magnificent month. And see you next time.